takes over. Blood is running, heart is pumping as the battle gets closer. They can say what they want now, 'cause we'll be screaming out, we can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want. Singing like Ali, knocking out bodies, standing on top like a champion. Keep your silver, give me that gold. You'll remember when I say we can be heroes everywhere we go. Keeping us down is impossible. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable.
Maligayang pagbabalik mga summoners dito sa 2018 Bacchus Pro Gaming Series Spring Playoffs, of course. As a quick recap, we are currently in the battle for third right now between Team Manila Eagles as well as Parsi XRH Esports. Pero, syempre, pakilala muna kami bilang casters ni Mark, the Cat, Mr. Fam. At syempre, kasama ko ngayon si Chisto.
Yeah, and of course, we are headed into Game 4 gaya nga na sinabi mo, Arctic. And so far, the battle has been very back and forth. Both teams really want to just go at it. And we've only had 3 games, and it's been over 100 total kills throughout. So, definitely all these games, both teams showing a lot of aggression.
Yeah, and I don't think I recall seeing a game, even kahit sa group stage, na ganun ka-action-packed. Minute after minute after minute after minute, may bakbakan na nagaganap.
Yeah, I think both teams really just want to raise their KDAs or ruin the enemy team's KDAs. But looking back at what happened during that previous game, we saw JLC bring out his Rise, and I don't think we've seen him block in a Rise throughout the split yet. I think this is the debut, and he went off on it, and given that he was getting camped, and Lando really didn't have that great of a time. So yeah, headed into this 4th match, just see anong adjustments kaya ang dadalhin ng BRE.
Yeah, and man, speaking of adjustments, looks like we are gonna be seeing Jaime once again. Medyo nagkaroon siya ng moment na makapagpahinga, kaya siguro pretty much well good to go now as we head into this Game 4. Pero tingnan natin kung factor ba si Jaime na makakontribute na ma-force to into a Game 5 against Team Manila Eagles.
Yeah, and speaking of factors here, so far in the series, every team that has been on blue side won their game, and now I think BRE will be swapping over to the blue side. So maybe that will be the key here, and we'll get to see that Game 5. I mean, I love to see Game 5 Arctic. It makes the series even more fun to watch and to cast.
Yeah, and if you think about it, I mean, this is pretty much the last day for the spring season before probably like the next time we see you guys again is gonna be for GPL if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I mean, why not go out with this spring season with the bang? Kaya sinasabi ko na paulit-ulit kahit battle for third pa to. I mean, still having that higher placement towards the end is still I'd say that's a pretty good reward.
Yeah, and speaking of higher placements, syempre para sa BRE as well, this is their first split in the PGS, and if they're able to overcome the former champions in this battle for third place, magiging masaya sila dun given that they reached that far in their debut run.
And I don't know, man. We'll just have to see, because so far from what we saw, Coops was really able to get his rotations going within that earlier phase. I feel like a lot of that, aside from probably, with the exception would be for its top side, wherein JLC was just pretty much holding the fort on his own.
Yeah, it was solo kill. I think he solo killed Lando at least twice that game, and that really set the Jace behind. Of course, Jace a champion that needs a lot of gold if he wants to be ahead. And Lando was really shut down that game, and we know BRE, if Lando is ahead, they really like to play around him in a sense where he exerts so much pressure in his split push, especially with champions such as Jace, Camille, or the Fiora, which he is known for. So I wonder, for the 4th game, will we see an adjustment from either team? And what I haven't seen from both teams is top lane having tanks. So
actually,
both teams have opted to play more carries up there in the top lane, and it fits the style of both top laners. So I'm really interested to see, especially in a long series of best of 5. We're headed into Game 4. Match point na to para sa Team Manila Eagles. Will BRE be able to hold on?
Yeah, it's interesting that you brought that up, because I feel like with these top lane picks that we've been seeing so far na nagagaling pareho kay JLC tsaka kay Lando, kumbaga, since this is the last match of the season, why not utilize kung ano yung strengths ng team nyo, ng per player, and doon naman talaga nakilala si Lando tsaka si JLC. Just being able to dominate their own lane even without the influence of a jungler. So, I'm wondering though if we're gonna be seeing that same trend here, kung medyo magiging carry-oriented pa rin yung makikita natin na galing sa kanila. I think for Team Manila Eagles, definitely much more complementary siya kasi Coops is pretty much that type of player na is more of an influencer towards the lane. So, very complementary siya with JLC in a way. As for XDXP, he has a little bit more of that flexibility.
Yeah, I definitely think that XDXP is one of those more flexible junglers in terms of champion pool, and I'm really interested to see what champions he brings into this game for. Pero antay muna natin yung pick and ban, Arctic. I mean, nakala ko papasok na tayo eh. Excited na ako eh. Hinahanda ko na yung predictions ko kung ano yung ilalak nila, kaso medyo ganun. Medyo na 50-50 ako.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to chill muna, guys. Kalma lang. We'll get there in just a little bit. I mean, kung isipin mo, of course, for those of you that are just tuned in, we have quite a bit of a day ahead of us. Gaya nga ng sabi namin, ngayon we're currently playing the Battle for Third. So maya from 5 p.m. onwards, kung di ako nagkamali, it's gonna finally be the game between TNC, Pro Team, as well as Mineski.
And speaking of the final, Arctic, you really couldn't have written a better story given that it is TNC versus Mineski in the final. Probably two of the most recognized names in Philippine esports, and it's really great to see that yung dalawang team nga na yun ang maglalaban sa finals natin. But kailangan mo natin daanan tong battle for third place before we reach that point. Pero yeah, like most viewers out there, I'm pretty sure excited din sila like us.
Yeah, and the funny thing about this finals, feeling ko, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, split after split after split after split. Ito yung first time na sa wakas tama yung prediction ko as to kung sining dalawang team na magkakatakot sa finals. Usually, na-off ako parati by tama yung isang team pero biglang mali yung isang team because suddenly a team would just perform above and beyond. So, it's really nice to see though na may ganong dynamic ngayon. A team that kind of started from the bottom, made all their way to the finals. Mineski just looking all the more better. But gaya nga nasabi mo, battle for third sa ngayon, and we are seeing that interesting aspect pa rin in BRE being the new team but still making it all the way to top 4. Team Manila Eagles, unfortunately, medyo bumaba yung lipad nung Agila, but still within decent cruising altitude naman.
Kailangan niya mag-landing muna. Napagod. Pero yun nga, with all the puns about the Eagles, they are on match point here. They are one game away from closing out this series. Tingnan natin. Kasi itong BRE palaban sila, Arctic. They really won't back down regardless kung sino yung kalaban nila. And it showed, even though they lost 0-3 to Mineski, they were very feisty in that series and really went blow for blow versus Mineski.
And I'm wondering though, because for BRE going into this game, kasi gaya nga nang mention natin kanina, we're gonna be seeing Jaime once again. And I think the interesting thing with Jaime is that he could kind of be polarizing in a way sometimes with how he goes about his games. Like in some games, he just really pops off. But there's those other games wherein once he falls behind, it's like he has a trickier trying to get back. And sometimes medyo nagkakaroon ng uncharacteristic, sometimes uncharacteristic plays. As a result, probably dun po ang classic yung psychology ng tilt in a way.
Yeah, and syempre, alam natin yung mindset ni Jaime papasok dito sa mga games na to. Kasi syempre, we both worked with Jaime in terms of coaching. So we really know that maybe that break after game 1 gave him enough time to recuperate it.
Yeah.
Maybe this time yun nga, he will be better adjusted as we head into pick and ban once again. Let's go!
Yes, finally. Hindi namin kayo pag-aantayin, guys. So far, though, what I am seeing here, very distinctive focus bands dito kay Jaime na nanggaling dito sa Team Manila Eagles. And then, of course, just one up for Lando as well. Pero, as usual, priority is gonna be on this corner for jungle.
Yeah, mukhang ang tatanggalin ng BRE na successful during that last game para sa Team Manila Eagles ay yung Zion ni Mark, which really was sort of silent until the later parts where he just went off in the team fights. Now, Skarner will be the first pickup for BRE. The response from Team Manila Eagles will be the Sejuani and the Caitlyn locked in for Marky.
Wow, interesting. So, we're gonna be seeing the same junglers for this game once again. And of course, Shana gonna be sticking to the Braum as well. So, okay.
Okay.
So, pretty much the same picks here for bot lane for Barca.
It's another Ezreal from Arda. Man, I love watching Arda's Ezreal. So aggressive on this champion, and looks like the response will be the Morgana. Still can possibly be a flex pick. We've seen Morgana go to the mid lane in previous matches.
Yeah.
But it looks like, so far, it looks like a support coming in for Rocks here.
Yeah, we'll just have to see though. Within the second rotation, of course, no surprise. Very heavy focus bans naman dito kay Lando.
Oh, Veigar. Yeah, I like it already. It looks like
Yes.
Veigar will be locked in. The Tiny Master of Evil. And we know Veigar, he wants to stack that AP, really dish out the damage, especially if you're able to land his abilities. And yeah, it looks like damage will be the key here for Team Manaligas as the response. And binanggit natin so far in the series, there have been no tanks in the top lane. Ornn will be locked in here for Lando.
Wow, and it's interesting. Okay, are we going to be seeing a little bit of
Can we,
haze?
can we not pick Yasuo in the top lane? Yeah,
Okay.
tanks! That's the way to go. No tanks, no carries in the top lane, no Yasuo.
But yeah, one thing that I did want to bring up though is VRCXOH Esports, they really love playing with this double marksman with the Corki in the mid lane. So I'm wondering how this will pan out for BRE.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see, yeah, like you mentioned, the double marksman. The power spikes will be massive for BRE, especially once both the Corki and Ezreal hit those two items. And they have a massive front line in front of them to peel and disengage or go for engages. Because tignan mo yung options ng BRE dito. Kung gusto nila mag-start ng fight, there's the Impale from Scarlet, the Call of the Forge God from Lando, and just the amount of CC and protection that Rom can provide. Kung gusto lumaban ng BRE dito, kayang-kaya nilang mag-engage. As for TME, the only form of disengage na nakikita ko ay yung Black Shield na manggagaling kay Rox and the global pressure coming from Stand United na gamit na Shen ni JLC. So let's see how BRE decides to play around both of these abilities, because I think that will be very key.
Yeah. But overall though, I'm loving that we're seeing a little bit of a shakeup here coming in from both sides. Medyo it's been a few weeks past since actually if I'm not mistaken, since we've last actually seen an Ornn. So, refreshing to see that BRE gonna be fielding that out once again, and kaya nga nasabi ko with the double marksman. And then, para naman dito sa Team Manila Eagles, a little bit of a shake-up as well with this Veigar for Yom. And Rox running the Morgana as well. JLC, this is another signature champion that he has run this Shen. So, could go both ways here as far as this matchup.
Yeah, Marky went off in game 1 with this Caitlyn pick, and I think yung key factor dito is if TME are able to end the laning phase early for Marky and have the Caitlyn roam around the map, that will be their keys to success here, because the Caitlyn, she wants to take down the towers quickly. Came here, they've drafted for having that early pressure to be able to siege during the early phases of the game. As for BRE, it looks like they want a team fight.
Yeah, but I don't know, guys. At the end of the day, we've talked about the compositions for both sides. Let us know rin kung anong thoughts nyo sa ating Facebook Live or sa gaming.youtube.com/pagegarena/live kung sino ang sinusuportahan nyo nito. Gaya nga lang sabi natin, Team Manila Eagles just one win away from securing that slot as our third placer here in the PGS wall. VRCXOH Esports, can they pull off the same feat that they did with Imperium Pro Team nung quarterfinals game nila? So, still a bit of a question mark right there, but I'm really raring to go. Just let us know what your thoughts are once again. Actually, not even on the composition. Just let us know if you're supporting in general.
Actually, kahit ano sabihin nyo na ginagawa nyo. Kwento lang kayo dyan sa chat.
Ito, nagpa-popcorn lang ako habang
just share your thoughts. Just open your mind. Share your feelings.
Share your feelings.
Yeah.
Baka magkahugutan mamaya sa chat natin.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
It's completely fine, Arctic.
Yeah, just casual conversation. But nonetheless, I mean, but these two teams though, I'm having a little bit of a flashback with the Team Manila Eagles versus PNC game, wherein not necessarily in terms of players, in terms of skill matchups or whatnot, just generally another two favorite teams of mine joking it out. But of course, only one can win, as we'll see you guys on the Rift in just a little bit. And there you have it. Is this going to be the last game for this match? If TME manages to soar up to third place, we'll just have to find out as we head into Game 4 once again. This is VRCXOH Esports versus Team Manila Eagles.
I mean, sinabi mo nga, bago mag-start yung game, TME are one win away from securing third spot, but you could also say it this way, BRE are 2 wins away
Actually,
from securing the third spot. So, tignan lang natin how will this pan out as another invade by Team Manila Eagles. Okay, nakita siya.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, Dark Binding won't be landing onto Shadow there. So no casualties as a result nitong medyo binalak na surprise invade ng Team Eagles. Pero dahil dyan, ma-responde ang Bar 6 Rage Esports by taking that shrine there.
Yeah, it's sort of a mini-game pag may nakita kang Skarner, yung talagang mag-aagawan kayo sa mga spires niya because it does benefit the Skarner, especially when clearing the jungle.
Agawan ng base, kumbaga.
Yeah, it's like a child's game on the street. Yung maghahabulan kayo, tapos may mandadaya kasi hindi naman ililigtas mo sana siya, tapos hindi naman nakadikit dun sa base ng kalaban. May mga pangit kalaro na ganoon. Pero yeah, going back, the spires do help Skarner clear his jungle very efficiently. Will give him the bonus move speed and the mana regen as well. Which means that he doesn't have to worry about spamming his skills. Parang sasakit yung kamay mo sa keyboard, kaka-Q mo.
Yeah, and of course, another topic that we brought up before is si XDXP nga ang isa sa mga kauna-unahang nag-utilize ng champion na to as soon as he started rising up back into the meta. So, let's go ahead and see if makita natin yung same success na galing sa kanya as far as utilizing this champion, especially with how Coops used it earlier. It was very pivotal to really influencing yung mga lanes ng Team Eagles.
Yeah, and speaking of lanes na kailangan ni influence si Coops, he really needs to get Marky ahead because the reason why TME were able to pick up a win on the earlier game with Marky's Caitlyn is because they played a lot around their bot lane. Talagang binigyan nila ng gold and resources tong si Marky na lumamang laban kay Ardai and Shanna. And the moment that Caitlyn gets a lead, she can constantly just poke at these towers. And the moment that the Caitlyn shreds all of your towers and when she gets out of lane, you rotate her around the map. And that's really the big win condition here for TME as a Dark Binding will land.
Ooh, quite a bit of damage there onto Ardai. That Ignite is ticking, but he'll go down as Rox will secure the kill via Summits.
Oh, that's unlucky for Ardai, and that's a bit unacceptable, especially in this 2v2 matchup. Kailangan mong i-respect yung level 2 all-in na kaya ng bot lane ng TME dito. The moment the Dark Binding lands, you're just practically dead because they will chain that into the trap coming from the Caitlyn. So, very unfortunate Ardai did go down. Looks like TME off to a good start to close out this game 4.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I was just thinking about Ardai right now. Mga nasa isip ko, what I was about to say was, in order for BRE to at least make sure na hindi makapag-start na maganda tong si Marky within the earlier phase of this game, kumbaga, in-expect ko yung restraint rin na manggaling kay Ardai in a way. Hindi lang yung influence ni XDXP potentially in the later part. Pero, so far, what I was kind of fearing would happen happened again.
Okay, so speaking of restraint, Arctic, mukhang no chill tong bot lane ng BRE. Ironically, they're running Frosted SPL.
Yep.
But yeah, it looked like Shannon wanted to go for an all-in, but Marky was able to kite back very beautifully there, like any good AD carry would do. That's kind of unfortunate for BRE's bot lane, and you did mention tilt. Yep. Since Jaime got a break, he's not tilted, but wala pang break si Ardai and Shannon.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it is that element, or maybe, you know, he's just really wanting to... Kumbaga, gusto ba niyang bumawi? Pero so far, it hasn't really been panning out. Medyo kailangan... We've been saying the word chill, but that has to be the case for Ardai here because he exhibited very aggressive Ezreal nitong previous game. And I feel like this is one of those moments where he really has to rein in. Lalo na kung ayaw ng Bar 6 Rage Esports na magkaroon ng replay nung nangyari kanina nung game.
Or, in a sense, Arctic, baka pwede mong isipin din na binibigyan na ng partida ng bot lane ng BRE. Si Mark Etzer. That's one way to think about it. But yeah, it looks like the lead will be over to the Caitlyn. So that's a very bad sign for BRE, the way that this game has started. They don't want to give that many leads, especially to Marky.
Yeah, a little bit of a knock-up here onto JLC. But JLC, of course, going to be restrained to just farm up whatever he can under turret. Meanwhile, here in the bot lane, though, just quite a bit of efficiency here between both Jaime as well as Yom as far as Monomars being expended back and forth.
Yeah, mukhang mag-back na si Jaime dito. Did burn out his entire mana pool. I think he should come back to lane with the Sheen. Gonna help the Corki deal a lot more damage. See what he buys. Yeah, it is the Sheen pickup. So a little bit more burst damage for the Corki, especially trading versus this Veigar.
I also have to take note that Jaime's flash is down. So he'll almost need to rely on his W if ever magkaroon niya ng proactive move na galing kay Coops na gumag dito sa mid lane. But so far, looking pretty okay here for Yom. Gonna build up on Tear of the Goddess, so can be a little bit more generous as far as how much he spams his abilities to build up on AP.
I mean, with the new Archangel staff, that builds it to... Oh, wait up!
Ooh,
jungle!
That's gonna be a little bit of a fight here. Skarner versus Joanli. Not really gonna lead to anything fruitful though, unless magkaroon ng influensya from either mid lane or top side to dish out the damage.
He wants the ward.
Yeah.
Now, Topes will get the zombie ward. Okay, but going back to what I was trying to talk about the Tear of the Goddess build onto Yom's Veigar, since the Archangel staff now builds from the Lost Chapter as well, it gives you more mana. So the moment that he picks up the Archangel staff, hindi na mauubusan ng mana to si Yom. He'll be able to constantly spam his abilities.
Yeah, that's something that Jaime needs to be very, very careful of. That, lalo na gaya nga ng sabi ko, he has his flash down. So could be much more successful to just taking that abilities. Meanwhile, Ardai gets a few hits there onto Rocks, just a little few scratches really.
Yeah, konti lang yan. I mean, even if he was able to stack up the passive from the room, meron pang Black Shield si Rocks dun to help him survive in case he did get stacked on. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the top lane here, Arctic. We did mention during the pick and ban phase na hindi pa tayo nakakita ng ganun karaming carries as mid lane.
Oh, that's gonna be an issue coming in from Lando, but that's also gonna be that support from JLC to make sure that he stays alive. Yom, he's running for dear life right now, pero mukhang re-respond din na itong si Coops just to make sure that their mid laner escapes A-okay.
Yeah, both junglers were still level 5 there, so no heavy crowd control ultimates yet, both from XDXP and Coops. Not enough lockdown. And I think Jaime didn't really have to cleanse there because he was under no threat. But yeah, going back to the point that we were trying to make, talking about the top lane here, in the previous 3 games, we all saw carries from both Lando and JLC. Now they're both playing tanks who impact the game in very different ways, of course. Yung Shen meron siyang stand united, the global pressure. You always have to respect the Shen ultimate to come in to protect the rest of his teammates. As for Lando, having the call of the Forge God, like, try to utilize it by going for that roam in the mid lane. And you see, they sort of cancel each other out, that if the Ornn does roam, JLC can instantly follow with his global.
Yeah. And so far, that was a good demonstration of yung dynamic na yung kanina nga dito sa mid lane fight natin. Fortunately, no casualties though, so there will still be that leg up for Team Eagles as far as yung bot lane, particularly dito kay Marky tsaka kay Rox. But man, looking at where things are going here so far, looks like JLC might actually be going for the Tiamat earlier on, already building up towards those components. So just so that you could deal with those waves a little bit more efficiently.
Yeah, that's why he's going for the Tiamat. It will give the Shen a bit more wave clear to match the Ornn, because Ornn can instantly clear those waves just with a Q and then Bellow's Breath. The wave is practically gone. That's why he's constantly pushing a JLC as another Binding Lance.
Indeed, Dark Binding does indeed land onto Ardai here. Marky, actually gets that kill right there. Looks like Shanna might be the next casualty here. Rox goes in with the ultimate and gets the kill as well. Okay, I'm having flashbacks here, guys.
Marky and Rox are running away with bot lane. XDXP, you don't want to be here.
Is at level 6, but Jaime is making his way here as well. This could be the fight that could turn things around here. Coops will supplement that. Rox is the first to go down though, but looks like we have an all-up brawl. JLC gonna go for the supplement as Jaime pays with his life here. Marky now on a killing spree. XCXP looking very slow. That's gonna be impale onto JLC. JLC does go down. Marky not able to reach XDXP in time for the kill, but still quite a number of casualties there.
Yeah, I think what kulang yung mana ni Marky. Oh, the snipe! Okay, shot barrage coming from base. Makakapag-trade ng kill dun si Ardai, but it looks like kulang ng mana si Marky to cast his ultimate onto the Skarner. Kaya they weren't able to pick up a kill. But with that roam by BRE, it does give Marky a lot of kills. So I wonder, what was the thought process there as Lando's hammering away at this top lane tower?
Yeah, just a bit more before he takes down this turret. Is a tank though, so gonna take him a little bit longer. Probably quite a number of bit of hits bago mag-down tong turret na to. Pero papunta naman na si Rox tsaka si JLC para mabalance ito, just to make sure that first turret does not go to BRE just yet.
Yeah, I think since Lando isn't running the Demolish from his runes, not enough damage to take down the tower, but BRE are gonna be the ones that are pushing onto the towers of TME first. There's a lot of chip damage going down on these. So this is a good sign for BRE, regardless of the lead being given to Marky in the bot lane. They're trying to fight back.
Yeah, not a bad move. Oh, but Jaime will be forced to flash away to avoid getting locked down by the ultimate from Rox. Kaya, yeah, Jaime, I mean, a lot of times his flash really ends up going down because of these proactive ganks from Team Eagles.
Yeah, and Rox has been allowed to roam freely here. Talagang he's all over the map. Because of the lead that they have bot lane, kaya niyang hayaan na lang si Marky dito because there's no real kill threat coming from both Ardai and Shanna. And if trouble does break out in the bot lane, there's always the Stand United to protect Marky. So it's still practically a 2v2 in the bot lane kahit na nag-roam itong Morgana ni Rox.
Yeah, and with how this bot lane has been playing out so far, medyo nagpa-flashback ako actually in terms of the bot lane duo ni Mark. Interesting enough, Marky was part of this duo, and back when he was on Celestial Esports with me.
Oh, that's way back.
Yeah, that was way back, but I'm having flashbacks because that's the exact same aggression that I'm seeing, not just in terms of domination sa lane, but even in roams ni Rock so far. It's just very characteristic, brings me way back to that time, but still, overall though, as far as the bigger picture, definitely a good step up here from TME. And I'm wondering though, is there going to be a way wherein BRE could at least try to deal with that, or at least prevent Marky from just scaling all the way further?
I mean, yeah, there's gonna come a point where Caitlyn sort of hits a power low. When she's in between her first two items, she does fall down a bit in the mid game where the Corki and Ezreal can take over with more damage. But it looks like TME, the moment that Marky and Rox are able to take this bot lane, they're gonna immediately rotate both Marky and Rox to a different lane, try and take down more towers.
Oh, okay.
Arda needs to stop scaring me by catching those bindings, man.
Yep.
Oh, tower will go down here. One more.
Looks like Lando just goes straight for that turret here and gonna keep it out, which is the JLC looks like wow, great move there. Was able to make sure that he does not get knocked up, but XXB joins the party as well as Lando at the end of the day gets the kill.
Oh, there's more action. They're still going.
Yeah, bot lane though. That was quite fast here. Action towards top, towards bottom lane. Team Amigos were able to respond quite well there.
Yeah, they're gonna try and respond with an own tower take here in the bot lane. But looking back, both the teams really making the cross-map plays right here. Parang no previous games as well, Artie, pag may nakita tayo nangyayari sa bot lane, immediately the team responds with a play in the opposite lane. So, I also think that's smart by BRE because if they do make a play towards the bot lane of TME, merong stand united si JLC eh. But if they make a play onto the shed, nobody's there to protect him. It's a really good move by BRE. Now though, TME are you picking up the Cloud Drake? Possibly for free unless there's Screenshot Barrage. No, I don't think so.
But yeah,
I checked.
Just the usual rotation here for Team Amigos. After a take towards bottom lane, able to take a dragon. So far so good. Score as far as CS is, or as far as gold is concerned, quite balanced though, but interesting enough, BRE is able to manage to trade that dragon for a Rift Herald. So,
yeah, but all the gold from TME is focused onto Marky. Now, ang tanong ko lang talaga is, can they use the lead that the Caitlyn has to take down more towers? Because that is their win condition. They need to use the lead that Marky has to take down more towers from BRE. Now, Jaime, will he get stunned here? Oh, it was Jaime.
Yep. A double lockdown there, stun from the Vigar, from the Morgana. So they were able to hold the fort though, in all fairness. That turret can be going down any minute.
Actually got bamboozled. Jaime isn't running teleport, my bad. Jaime has cleanse in the mid lane, smartly enough. But yeah, it looks like BRE will be able to defend their mid lane tower. And now they look like they want to start a fight because Jaime has already completed his Trinity Force and Arde just got his mana immune, so they're gonna want to look for a fight here, possibly an engage, especially with the Rift Herald attacks as well. There's so many resources on Varsity X-Rage Esports side at the moment.
Yeah, and looks like that is going to be a turret towards mid lane, but JLC, he might be in quite a bit of trouble. 3 members of Varsity X-Rage Esports are going to converge onto it just a little bit more, and XCXB gets the kill along with a bonus turret for Varsity X-Rage Esports.
Yan, alam mo, Arctic, gusto ko itong ginagawa ng BRE dito. They're attacking the global from TME because if they make a play onto the other members, JLC will use the Stand United on them, but if they attack JLC, it makes the Stand United a non-factor. So this is the right play that BRE are making, and that means they are going to be able to take all of the outer tier turrets now. The map has opened up very wide for BRE.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate thing here for TME, but okay, they're going to go for it again. Stand United coming in from JLC. BRE will go back now. That will be a lockdown onto XCXB. Will it be enough for the takedown though? Marky does indeed get the kill. This turret is going to be going down now. Ooh, Ardai getting the body block there for Shana, but still, that will be a turret down for them. And looks like TME, they're going to go back for now.
There's so many resources burned there, and they do get the pick off onto XDXP. I think yung members ng BRE medyo magkakahiwalay rin sila, and that's why they had to disengage. But now I think they need to group up and start looking for fights because Jaime just got his power spikes. This is where the Corki will deal a lot more damage, and I really think they need to try and shut down Marky, especially wala pang QSS onto Marky. It's only the Black Shield to protect him, so the moment they see that bird, they need to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and man, I'm wondering, when is this gonna start picking up? Well, let's go ahead and check out where BRE is at right now, though. In all fairness, okay, Ardai, that's gonna be another Dark Binding coming in from Rocks, and just a quick kill right there.
You know, I'm honestly, it's the third time I've seen that this game, Arctic, and I think Ardai, he's a bit tilted from all those Morgana bindings landing.
I'm not sure if it's... Well, I think it's both Rocks being really on point with these Dark Binding skill shots, and Ardai just catching them. Really, not
it should be unacceptable for an Ezreal to get hit by a skill shot. You practically have a flash on demand in your arcade shift, so very, very uncanny that Ardai is catching all of these skill shots as JLC might die to Jaime.
Yep. Just one more, and that is indeed going to be for the kill. But man, so far though, Marky's still at 100% kill participation, not to mention. So looks like TME, they're going to try to go for the siege towards top side. BRE, they're going to try to go around the defense here.
BRE can't do anything though because Ardai keeps dying to the Morgana. It will be just relegated to defend now. Since Shen is off the map, they are going to want to make these plays. XDXP, will he get stunned? No? No fighting at. Mukhang kalma lang muna tayo, Arctic.
Yeah,
Things will slow down a bit here. Not much fighting happening across the map. Really just mostly pickoffs onto the key members from both teams because we saw JLC constantly being attacked. Oh, there's nobody there!
Yeah, that's going to be the full in, but the damage not quite enough though to be able to take down Cook within that instant, so...
Oh, they burned the teleport from JLC and the flash as well from the Sejuani just from one Skarner ultimate. So that's a big small victory. That's a bit of a victory for BRE here where there are less resources from the side of TME to work with as oh my, if that landed, I would have probably tilted as well.
But still, at the end of the day, it's still fairly balanced out here. If anything, we actually see Barsex Rage Esports pulling off with just a very small, minute gold lead. So that's actually quite interesting.
Yeah, I think yung win condition ng TME na binanggit ko where they have to use the Kitty to take down more towers it's slowly fading away, in a sense where JLC isn't a split push threat. That's why TME can't threaten the other lanes. Kapag napunta sa side lane to si JLC, either Lando or Jaime can easily shut him down. That's why Marky is afraid to step forward because the Shen is almost a non-factor in this game.
And you also have to take into account here that gaya nga ng pinag-usapan natin kanina, kung mapapansin niyo lahat ng kills, talagang nakafocus kay Marky. BRE, there's no one particularly shining, but it's still a very balanced distribution nonetheless.
I mean, si Marky nga yung focal point. That's why everything is focused on them. But if they're not able to use the lead that the Caitlyn has and bring that to the late game, it's gonna be very difficult for TME to set anything up.
Ooh, meanwhile, we are seeing a little bit of a convergence here coming in from Team LA Eagles in order to potentially take this dragon in a bit once it does spawn.
Oh, Shanna!
Oh, Shanna a little bit too far from comfort here. XDXP is there. That's going to be the son of Volko lockdown coming in from Team LA Eagles. XDXP looking very low. That little bit of heal popped up there though. Jaime goes straight in for the backline. Yum gets the kill onto XDXP. 3 members of Team LA Eagles are knocked up. Jaime gets the kill onto Yum. TME, they're trying to back away. Looks like they're going to try to go for Jaime here. And that's going to be the stun into the kill. Things aren't done just yet though. The rest of BRE looks like they're going to try to back away. Ardai just hitting from the back line there. Marky is able to take down Lando's both members. Bot lane of BRE, they're going to try to back away here. Looks like they're going to have to separate for now. Double kill for Marky and Ardai, only member to survive there in what ends in a 4-for-1.
Yeah, and Infernal Drake as well. Looks like Marky will get even more damage on this game and still 100% kill participation. No steal gonna happen as Coop smites that away, but man, Marky, he's really popping off on this Caitlyn.
Yep, still perfect with kill participation there. And man, he's just really, really painful at this point. And I think that's the tricky part right there. As long as TME keeps him well protected, that's just going to be a Caitlyn that's going to mull you through.
Yeah, it's very difficult for BRE to actually catch him out here because there's so many resources just to protect Marky. The Stand United, the Black Shield. With the Black Shield on the Caitlyn, there's really no way you can CC her. And with BRE not having enough catch options onto Marky, as long as TME can keep the Caitlyn protected, I think they'll be in a good position to grab an even bigger lead here.
But still, with Marky X-Ray Esports, in all fairness to them, they have been holding out quite a bit. It's just that Marky is really proving to be a problem here. Take note, Baron is now up as well for the taking, so this could be big. Especially if Team Manila Eagles gets it, they're gonna get a lot more value, especially with Marky just leading the fray.
Alam mo, tingin ko kailangan gawin ng BRE dito is go back to what has been giving them success, which has been attacking JLC. They can't fight around this very fed Caitlyn because Marky's practically a walking tower at this point na kahit sino lumapit sa BRE, masasaktan sila kasi it's only Lando that has real armor items built. I mean, kahit na naka-Iceborne gun dito si Ari, look at the crit from Marky. The moment you step near this Caitlyn, you're just gonna get shredded.
Oof. Looks like another turret is yet up for the taking here as Marky and Rox push up towards top side. Let's go ahead and see Ardai and Shana. They're holding the fort, but JLC and Lando, small juke out there.
Coops is just zoning away XDXP from going for anything here as Jaime takes down Yum somewhere. Wonder how that went down?
Yep, in the mid lane actually. But okay, that will be a cancel out on further pursuit.
Yeah, kailangan pang gawin ng BRD. They can't afford to pick a fight around Marky because he's just so fed at the moment. Ayaw mong dikitan tong Caitlyn na to.
Nope, not at all. But still, looks like Jaime definitely holding his own here. Able to just solo out Yom there. So that's a bit of a step up here. I'm wondering though, can TME close out within the next few minutes though? Because later on during this game, it's kind of scary thinking of if Jaime and Ardai can get back into this game as far as itemization. Jaime definitely. Ardai trying to get there.
Yeah, I think na-realize ng BRE na it's not fun kapag lumaban tayo malapit dito sa Caitlyn na to. So they're attacking the solo laners of BRE as GLC will be forcing out Jaime as the rest of... Oh no. I think Lando just sacrificed himself.
Yup, he is indeed going to be the primordial sacrifice here. 4 members of Team Manila Eagles easily converge onto the Dark Binding. Does connect Lando. He's trying to run it out, but still with 4 members on, yeah, there's just no way, and he goes down.
And even though he bought so much time, there walang matatrade na objective tong BRE. So luckily enough for Team Manila Eagles, walang nakuha yung BRE. This is a pick onto the top laner. But BRE have been stalling out the game here.
Yeah, pretty decent, I gotta say. Looks like, okay, that will be the stun onto Shana. Able to block it out so that Ardai survives, but that's an extended taunt in onto Ardai. They're gonna go for the full lockdown. Ardai very, very low. Unfortunately, he goes down. Shana will be the next to fall. Jaime, he will try to balance things out, but unfortunately, 2 members down already. It's gonna be very dangerous for him. Suppression onto Yom. Yom is just casually backing away, so XDXP will have to back away himself. Numbers are still in Team Manila Eagles' advantage.
Oh, they're chasing!
Okay, 1v1 right now. Jaime, just one more hit and Marky. True. Legendary right now.
I think naisip ni Jaime kaya niya burst down si Marky. Kaso kulang yung damage and that will definitely need Baron to the side of Team Manila Eagles. And this will just snowball their lead out of proportion. Marky's already 10-0 and 5 on Caitlyn.
And fortunately, I can't really say he's at 100% kill participation right now.
Lando steals it with his ultimate. Oh my god.
Just trying to play bowling with the members of Team Manila Eagles there. But still, this is going to be massive for Team Gaya ng sabi ko, once they get this Baron here, especially with Marky just so fed, it's just going to be a mill through a lane.
Yan, binanggit ko ba na yung win condition ng TME ay lumamang si Marky and move him around the update ng towers?
Yeah, I think you covered that.
So far, it has been working out for them with the lead that Marky has accrued here. They look in such a commanding position in this game for kahit 3k lang yung gold lead na yan. The way that the gold is spread out, everything's onto this Caitlyn, and that's really what TME needs.
Yep, and I gotta say, so far looking pretty good. And I'm wondering, this is gonna be tricky kasi gaya nga na-mention mo kanina. What they could play around with is whenever JLC finds itself in an isolated position, just capitalize on that.
Oh, they have the banner minion. They have the Cadillacs.
This is a situation wherein JLC's already grouped with TME out, plus the fact that it's just gonna be a mull through right now. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, kahit si Cops naging bodyguard na lang ni Marky dito. May 3 bantay si Marky.
That's actually a good way to put it, the bodyguards here.
Throughout the mid-game, Cops has just been sticking around Marky to prevent anyone from getting on him as... I don't think Jaime wants to go in here.
Nope, not under any circumstances. That's going to be another turret. It's just pretty much the parade here for Team Manila Eagles in the top lane.
Oh, they're going for Yum!
Yum, though, finds himself in an isolated situation. That's going to be Stand United. Will it be in time? Unfortunately, not enough, but still the damage is just too overwhelming. XDXP to survive. Meanwhile, JLC He has to contend with both Lando as well as Ardai, but looks like Jaime is going to be the next to suffer here. The rest of BRE, they're going to have to scatter him back away.
Napakamalas ni Yom dun. Siya yung nahiwalay dun sa madaming bantay ng TME. But with the Veigar going down, will that stop the push from TME? I think it will hold them off for now. BRE, they're holding on here. They're trying to extend the game.
But for how long exactly? Take note, Marky makes a rotation towards this mid side to allow that wave to push in, and this dragon is live now, so
he's gonna just get the second Infernal of the game, and now he's just a super fed Caitlyn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hurt all the more. I mean, that's just basically stars aligning for Team Manila Eagles right now. Hey, why not just boost the lead further with extra damage from Infernal?
And why not have an 11-0 and 6 Caitlyn at 26 minutes? Why not just use that to win? So far, he hasn't been shut down, and unless by some weird miracle, hindi mag-ult si Shen kay Marky or hindi mag-black shield si Rox kay Marky and mahuli ng BRE si Caitlyn.
Yep.
I really don't see BRE holding on for that much longer.
Nope, I don't think so, man. And let's just go ahead and see, though, because systematically, JLC is back to splitting towards top side. Take no teleport is up for him, though. Stand United in just a little bit as well. Oh, Jaime, he tries to go for Cups, though, but might have bit off more than he could chew here. Shanna is going to try to support him. Here comes the Forge God right there. Gets the knockup onto Cups, but TME, they're still in pursuit. Marky, he's looking for yet another kill. That's going to be Black Shield to make sure that Marky is very well protected. Jaime, very low, though. Does have to back away, and that's going to be TME. They're going to bring the parade again.
Yeah, mukhang Jaime will burn both his summoners, but Lando will go down. Definitely some Marky.
Ooh, damage is just still coming consistently across the board from TME. Double kill for Marky. This is just spiraling out of control for BRE and Team Manila Eagles. They may have the potential to finish this if they want to. Looks like they're just going to go for this turret right now. Inhibitor as well for the taking. I wonder what they're going to go for next. Could they go for the finish? Are they going to go for more kills? Start finding. Almost lands onto Jaime there. But looks like TME, they're going to try to go for the Nexus turrets now. Oh, Yom gets a lockdown on XP. He gets decimated. Yom getting the kill right there. TME still looking healthy. All 5 members still pushing in. They're going to go for this Nexus turret here. Ardai and Jaime. They're dishing out damage from the back line, but they don't want to go in on it too much. Ooh, stun onto Jaime. Start finding almost connects. Looks like Shana will catch it from instead. But still, at the end of the day, TME, they're going to back away for now. They're going to take the safe route here.
Okay, I think BRE's carries were able to poke out efficiently there that forced the members of TME back. Mukhang ang pipiliin na play dito ng TME ay yung safe call. They will rotate towards the mid lane. What kind of damage coming from Marky?
Yep.
Oh my.
Did I say that they're going to back away? No, they're going to make a rotation for this mid lane and take down second tier turrets. So it's like, okay, they will finally make that pack away now, though, but still a lot of value taken once again. Garena stop because this game is spiraling out of control. Marky is just way out of anybody's hands here. Ardai actually tries to contest with him.
I like how hindi pa rin tumigil si Ardai na mag-arcane shift papasok.
He just shifted right in there, didn't he?
I really like that hindi siya tumitigil. I like the aggression. I like the bravado, the confidence to go for that because Marky was alone.
Yeah, in all fairness. And could have been enough time for a member of BRE to respond.
Or could have been enough time for Marky to actually kill him 1v1 because he just full fed on this Caitlyn. It's already 13-0 and 7 and that's 300 CS at 28 minutes.
You have to take note, already near completing his final item for this game, so it's just a massive build up here. Let's go and check out where Ardai is now, though. Looking to complete his 4th item.
Yeah, he's building towards a Blade of the Ruined King, but versus a Caitlyn that's fed, it's gonna be incredibly difficult to actually break through the front line. Majority of Ezreal's damage relies on him landing his mystic shots. But since ang laki ng frontline na meron itong TME, you have both the Shen and Sejuani to stand in front of Marky. E paano mo papaparatingin yung damage mo onto that Caitlyn?
Exactly. But, okay, so BRE, they're still trying to hold out here. Small consolation, once again, Baron is down for Team Manila Eagles, but
it's up soon, though.
Yeah, it is going to be coming up soon as a result, though. So that's something to take into account, guys.
Baron will have to be challenged by Barca XRH Esports. I mean, if the Baron does go over the TME, that might be the final nail in the coffin. Pero if BRE are able to take that away, it might give them that window na patagalin pa tong game na to.
Yeah, because gaya nga ng sabi natin, looking at the double marksman here for Barca XRH Esports, that could prove to be efficient if they could last this out a bit longer, even with Marky in such a massive lead here. And I think that's the thing that BRE is at least working with here. Medyo, it's still fairly balanced out as opposed to just leaning towards one person.
You know, TME, they're pushing toward... Oh,
the damage, man.
Oh,
Jaime.
No!
Oversteps a bit there.
Okay. Both Lando and Shanna tried to dash in front of the court, but the Valkyrie is too far away.
Should have just trusted your teammates there, my friend. But still, at the end of the day, Team LA goes, let's go ahead and see what else they can go for you. Looks like Lando's actually going to be the next target. Look at Marky, he's just frontlining, doesn't give a care in the world. He just wants to go for even more kills. Shanna is the next of all. Only Ardai and XTXP survives to tell the tale. XTXP gets the pull in on two. Coops there, but at what cost here? This game might be as good as done with.
Yeah, there's nobody to defend this Arctic. I think in the end, Marky's lead is too much to handle for Barca X-Rage Esports, and TME will win the battle for third place just in 4 games.
Ladies and gents, your third placer for the 2018 Blackest Pro Gaming Series, Team Manila Eagles. Very, very interesting.
I want to see a
right
replay of Ivan dying.
Oh my goodness, I don't know, man. That was a bit too much for me to digest.
Yeah, but actually, in the end, after that snipe by Marky on the court key, that meant that there wasn't any wave clear left for BRE, which didn't allow them to stall. And in the end, the lead was just too much. Marky was never touched that game.
Nope, never.
Always, just no threat
Flawless
whatsoever
record.
onto that Caitlyn. And I think TME really played well to their win conditions, and it showed there. They got the Caitlyn head, and they used the Caitlyn to win the game.
Yeah, and that was. Let's go ahead and check out that replay you wanted, though, Chisto, because
This is lovely. I don't know if this is a great outplay by Marky or just a massive misplay by BRE, because look here.
yeah, just overstepped his boundaries there, unfortunately. I mean, you already have 2 members trying to go for it, but I mean, you gotta give a little bit of leeway to Bar 6 Rage Esports kasi andun na rin sa point na medyo nagdedehado na talaga. So, no, it gets tricky at that point as far as mentality goes.
Yeah, and para ma-recap lahat, of course, congratulations ulit sa nanalo sa battle for third place, Team Manila Eagles. They will be very happy about ending the season on the high note. Pero I don't think BRE would want to put their heads down. I think they've had an amazing season so far, and regardless of them being pegged as a non-playoff team, they made it all the way to the semis, and it is your first split, so BRE definitely happy about it. Congratulations to them as well.
So there you have it, guys. That has been the battle for third place. Hashtag TME win will emerge as our third placer with Bar 6 Rage Esports sitting at fourth place. Gaya nga ng sabi mo, they still have something to be very much proud of. But of course, when we do come back, guys, this is gonna be it. This is where things will finally get settled for the spring season. Taking the stage is Mineski versus TNC Pro Team. We had a little bit of shakeups here and there, but of course we'll be discussing that later on once we do head into that match. But for the meantime, we're gonna be taking a quick, not actually a quick break, quite a bit of a break for the meantime. So be sure to fasten your seatbelt, guys, for later because it's gonna be one heck of a bumpy ride. We've been your casters, Arctic at your service, fam. Siyempre kasama ko si Chisto. Ito ang 2018 Bacchus Pro Gaming Series Spring Playoffs. Kita-kits tayo for the conclusion, which is the finals. There, that's going to be the son of vocal lockdown coming in from Team LA Eagles. XCXP looking very low. That will be the heel popped up there though. Aime goes straight in for the backline. Yum gets the kill onto XCXP. 3 members of Team LA Eagles are knocked up. Aime gets the kill onto Yum TME. They're trying to back away. Looks like they're going to try to go for Jaime here, and that's going to be the stun into the kill. Things aren't done just yet though. The rest of BRE looks like they're going to try to back away. Ardai just hitting, scratching from the back line there. Marky is able to take down Lando's full member. Bot lane of BRE. They're going to try to back away here. Looks like they're gonna have to separate for now. Double kill for Marky, and Ardai only member to survive the stun onto Shanna, able to block it out so that Ardai survives, but that's an extended taunt in onto Ardai. They're gonna go for the full lockdown. Ardai very, very low. Unfortunately, he goes down. Shanna will be the next to fall. Jaime, he will try to balance things out, but unfortunately, 2 members down already. It's gonna be very dangerous for him. Suppression onto Yum. He's just casually backing away.
So both his summoners, but Lando will go down. Definitely some Marky.
Ooh, damage is just still coming consistently across the board from TME. Double kill for Marky. This is just spiraling out of control for BRE and Team Manila Eagles. They may have the potential to finish this if they want to. Looks like they're just going to be the next target. Look at Marky, he's just frontlining. He doesn't give a care in the world. He just wants to go for even more kill. Shanna is the next of all. Only Ardai and XTXP survive to tell the tale. XTXP gets the pull in on 2. Cooks there, but at what cost here? This game might be as good as done with.
Yeah, there's nobody to defend this Arctic. I think in the end, Marky's lead is too much to handle for Barca X-Rage Esports, and TME will win the battle for third place just in 4 games.
Ladies and gents, your third placer for the 2018 Blackest Pro Gaming Series, Team Manila Eagles.